Do you know how to park? Do
No,
you know how to
you're
park? Oh, sorry, y'all. And I got some person walking behind me, like, get out of my way, people.
Oh.
So,
See what I got to deal with?
whatever, sassy pants. I ain't even
Hey, I found my sunglasses. Look at that.
Yay.
Y'all don't have to see me do creepy stare at the camera.
Just back on, person. Come on. You're lucky I'm being generous today. You and your forward move. So,
Georgia Rebel.
Hey. So as y'all can see, we have a lot of crap in the Dodge. And I'm taking it to our storage unit that thankfully is close to the house. A lot of it is the kids' toys because they don't want to pick up their crap. And I get tired of picking up kids' toys. So my kids think that I throw them away. But, you know, when it comes Christmas time, Santa Claus is really, really generous to my kids, and they get all their toys back from Santa. One, it saves me money, and it saves me having to pick up their crap throughout the year. Sucks for them because they usually lose them about January and February, so by the time Christmas comes around, they're like, oh my gosh, I used to have one of these. Yeah, you did. Santa Claus knew you lost it, so he brought you another one. Mom for the win. Don't judge. So we're headed to the storage unit to drop off a bunch of this crap. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of stuff that's in our room, whether it's hanging on the wall or just kind of taking up space. Now, I probably should go through it and get rid of some of the stuff, but there's not really a good weekend anytime soon to have a garage sale. So, I'm not going to do a garage sale, but yard sale, whatever. So, I'm just holding it in storage until I can find a good weekend to get rid of a lot of their crap. Now, if Tardot was in charge, I'd be getting rid of their crap and mine.
No, if Tardot was in charge, let me explain to y'all how I moved. When I switched apartments, me and Gunpowder moved in together, and all that. My idea of moving is if I don't use it or I haven't seen it in a long, long time, and it's not expensive and important, it goes in the trash or it goes to Goodwill or it gets donated. I have the habit of I don't keep crap that I haven't used, and she hates it when I call her stuff and all that crap, but I don't keep crap that I haven't used in years or that I really feel like I have no purpose for it. So every time she talks about getting rid of stuff, taking stuff to storage, my question always comes up about why not just sell it, get rid of it, take it to Goodwill? Why are we keeping it?
Because I like it.
That's me.
That's why.
That's how I am.
I like it, and I may not use it right now, but I will use it one day. Like some of the stuff that we have, when we find a house or land, I'm going to be able to have a lot of my stuff
It's up
where I
last
need
and
it.
ballistics. Yeah, make sure I had that right.
So, I'm not getting rid of it because I'm going to use it when we get a house, a bigger house. Maybe not even a bigger house, just have land, okay? I need my stuff for when we have a place that's bigger. I feel the judginess coming from Tardot over here. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. We're getting rid of a bunch of the kids' toys that they don't pick up, and
Get rid of the toys.
Mama has to clean up.
Exactly, stuff is stuff.
It really
Guns
is.
are important.
But there's some things that family has given me that I have emotional, sentimental value to. So,
And I guess that's kind of the bad thing is
I'm
I mean, my
I'm a weird person
family's
like
given
that.
me stuff, but there's not a whole lot of emotional attachment to things other than, there's some guns and things that I'm emotionally attached
Thank
to.
you, Rick.
That
Thank
family's
you.
given me, but
He says keep the stuff.
keep the stuff. Yeah, I see that, Rick.
So you know what that means?
What?
Suck it. There
But
with
you're
my
also
family
talking
friendly.
to you're also talking to a guy. When I move,
Okay, when he
I don't
moves,
use boxes,
he uses
trash
like big
bags.
trash bags. Okay, I have never in my life seen
the
a person move
majority of what
like
I
that
move
until I
is
got with him.
clothes, so it'll all go in. I fold it up and put it in trash bags rather than trying to go get a whole bunch of boxes. Because usually when I'm moving, I have a bunch of trash bags on hand, not a lot of boxes. Okay, right now, Georgia Rebel says, right now I'm living in Florida. Oh, you're responding to Alaskan Ballistics. Okay. But yeah, when I move, it's trash bags and stuff. That's just a lot of it. There's not a lot of sentimental value or attachment to, unless it's a few important things. So.
I have a lot of stuff. I have so much stuff that it's kind of sad. But when we get a bigger place, we'll sit there and be glad that I have that stuff. Otherwise, we're not going to have any cabinets or anything. Like right now, we have a few dishes that are in storage. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of kids' clothes. I don't have a lot of space for their stuff, and I'm a big person on buying kids' clothes.
We've got clothes that will fit the kids that they haven't worn yet. Now they're not in here; they're at the house, but
so instead of going
that they've had for probably years now.
Instead of going and buying a few outfits and spending $60 on just a few outfits, I have a crackheaded neighbor who will bring me big trash bags of clothes, and all she wants is like $5 for a pack of cigarettes. So it works
Alaskan
out.
Ballistics, she wouldn't go for that.
Ship
the dishes and he'll shoot them in the
they're
ballistics videos.
pink, and I like them. My Grammy BJ gave them to me.
And as far as the clothes,
I'm really girly.
Our daughter had clothes before she was even a thought, really.
Okay, so
we had girls' clothes.
When I
that
thought
even
that I
stuff
wanted
when
to
she
have
was
kids,
little. This was just girls' clothes that she wasn't even a thought yet.
But a lot of that I had bought right when I was pregnant with.
I have a model. Rick says he has a model railroad. He moved all over the world, England to Germany, and all over the USA over 30 years. It was
in boxes. Keeping it. Okay, now see, that's my other thing that I am going to start looking into buying, because my son is really into anything trains.
Trains and guns.
And so I have a huge storage container that's got like the railroad tracks and stuff for like the little bitty model cars. I don't have all the pieces, so it is a project in the making. But one day I will actually have a whole set and hopefully a room for it.
I'll tell you, Rick. Now that is all right, Alaskan.
Take care.
Yep. That is something that my family has done too, because my parents, like my dad, was in the Army, and when I was born in Fort Knox, and we pretty much almost immediately went to Germany, and I spent first 4 or 5 years of my life in Germany, back and forth. But they bought a coffee table over there that, dear God, it was like a 200-pound coffee table. One of them that was carved inlay and it was expensive coffee table. I don't even know what they did with it, but that thing came with us everywhere. It got to the point the glass had been broken a few times, and they had to continuously replace it, because every time we moved it, every time they shipped it, the glass would end up broken. Somebody would drop it and break the glass. So, but that was something that they were attached to, that they brought with us everywhere. But it was an expensive coffee table. And like I said, I wish I knew what happened to it, because it was a really nice coffee table. But
I have a coffee
C'est la vie.
table that my dad built, I think, when I was 5 or 6 years old, and that's mine. And then I've got a wood shelf that he built when I was probably 10 or 11 years old. So I'm keeping the stuff that my dad actually handmade. But
that, I will say, I would keep any kind of handmade stuff, anything that's got a lot of value.
Hey, RL.
Hey, RL.
Hey,
Patriot. Anything that's got a lot of emotional attachment, I don't have a problem with, but there's not a lot of emotional attachment to stuff I have. Now, stuff that somebody made for me, handmade, or stuff that I made or we made, like our pistol cabinet that I made, that I did a little video of, that's built into the corner of our bedroom.
When we move, that's going with us.
I'm going to get it out of the wall, and whatever house we move into, it's going to be attached to the corner of that room too. So, yeah.
Hopefully it fits. If it doesn't, we'll knock out the
I'll have to resize it or
do it.
Yeah,
but,
fix the wall.
I wish I could take my cabinets that are built into my closet, but those are just so big and bulky. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get them out of the wall. So those are probably going to end up staying. But my dad built those, so I may just have to be like, those are going. Yeah. I see you got a video.
His dining room table, bought in England in the 80s and still use it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And a lot of that stuff built, around the time, it's going to make some people probably feel old. I don't mean to. A lot of the stuff that was built around the time I was born and before, a lot of that stuff from back in the day that was built, it was quality stuff. This wasn't IKEA furniture that falls apart. This was, solid wood, and it was good wood. It was,
People don't make things how they used to. There used to be time and thought and stuff put into things that are built. Now you can go buy something cheap from IKEA, and it's not going to last you very long. And if you have kids, it's going to last even less.
But that's why we do enjoy the little home projects. We enjoy, which I know I keep saying I'm going to do videos on, and I keep meaning to, which there's a few we probably got planned we'll start doing here soon. But, we enjoy doing little woodworking and home projects to make different furniture, cabinets, things like that. I mean, her dad took pallet wood and made a...
I do too, Georgia. I love making my own stuff.
Her dad took pallet wood, and for our deer lease, made a
big futon with drawers out of pallet wood.
I mean, it's got like 4 or 5 drawers built into it underneath it, and then it folds out into a futon. It's an awesome little thing, and that's something that all of us really enjoy doing. And so, that's
and the desk and entertainment center that we have at the house.
Plus, when you actually do it
made
yourself,
out of pallet wood.
When you do it yourself, there is a lot more attachment to it. Now, that's something I'll say is, like I said, if somebody makes something for me, handmade, I'll keep it.
The appreciation for it.
And then when you make it yourself, that's going to end up being my downfall. Is there's a lot more stuff now than when I was younger that I made myself that is going to follow me probably everywhere. And I mean, that's what happens.
We'll pass it down to the kids, and if they don't appreciate it, then I'm going to haunt them and make them feel bad. That's my goal.
Put a piece of my soul into it, so that way when I die, I'm permanently attached to it. Haunt whoever ends up with it.
I'm going to salt the whole freaking house when you die, just so your spirit can't cross into the threshold. Just be like, I think I can't get sleep now. Wait until he dies and haunts me. Nobody needs all that. But we completely did a kitchen remodel and a bathroom remodel, and I wish that I could just cut those sections out of the house, but unfortunately I can't. But it was great practice, because I now know that I can have my blood, sweat, and tears into something and make it really awesome. And as long as I can measure right, I can get it done. I might break a few nails, but
there's some occasions that there's literally blood put into it trying to get it built, but yeah, stuff happens.
As long as my dad's not going to shoot me with a nail gun, then it's a lot better than how it used to be.
That sounds a whole lot worse than it is. It wasn't an intentional shooting somebody with a nail gun.
It wasn't intentional.
You put your hand in the wrong spot on the back side of a board, you're going to get shot.
It wasn't even in the wrong spot, okay? This happened to my sister, and she was holding where it was supposed to, and when my dad shot the nail gun, it had hit another nail and went out the side, and it stabbed her finger. And so, you know, we like to joke that my dad shot her with a nail gun. That's just my dramatic side. He didn't really shoot her, but she did have a little bit of blood shed over her home project of building her own house, which is freaking awesome. Not a lot of people can say that they actually built their house. A lot of people can say that they hired somebody to build their house, but I really want to sit there and do the whole breaking ground, doing the plumbing, and build my house from dirt up, and just have that experience. And then that way I know what I want, where it's gonna go. I can pick the best location on the property and go from there. And I can save myself a whole lot of money because I'm doing most of the work myself.
And she doesn't even have to get Geico.
And I don't have to get Geico. What does Geico have to do with this?
You saved yourself a lot of money.
Oh. See what I have to deal with, y'all? Like,
5 minutes can save you
15% or more.
15% or more. Just turn it into a Geico commercial.
This has, yeah, you just Geico'd my video.
Well, totally off topic. I will let y'all know. I already published the site, so within probably between now and tomorrow morning, Tardot Productions, it'll be www.tardotproductions.com, will be up. And that's going to be the little site where we're going to have links for friends, affiliates. It's going to have little bios about us, and we both will have blogs on there. And as I'm getting
because we don't have enough to do already. Hey, Rich.
Hey, Rich. As we're getting more stuff, whether it's affiliates or whatever, I'll have more pages on there. But right now, it's kind of minimal. But, you know, you may try to check back every once in a while and see if it's up. But I will do, once I know for sure that everything is up to where everybody else can see it, I can go online all I want and see it. But that doesn't mean everybody else is seeing it. But once I know it is, I'm going to do a little video just to do the announcement for it so everybody knows that it's up and ready to go. And at some point, when I do more paracord stuff, I'm going to plan on doing a little shop. I'm still going to do giveaways for paracord things and stuff like that as I'm getting them made. But I'm going to plan on doing a little shop for it too. Just to get some merch out there, stuff like that.
You know,
help the channels grow. Later, Georgia.
All right. Have a great day. Yeah, I really think that we're packing on a lot of projects, but thankfully right now we have a lot of downtime. It's gonna get really interesting. What have you gotten us into? Stuff.
Alright.
So, I'm going to hop off here and hopefully be able to get all of this crap put into storage and rearranged and find the crap that's in storage.
If y'all didn't see it, it looks like G-Webs went live. He's got something, looks like some kind of patch thing going on, so might be kind of cool to check out.
So, I hope everybody has a great day, and
bye, everybody.
What is the deal on Saturday?
Clearing the chamber at
7:30.
It'll be, well, no, it's 8 o'clock Eastern.
Okay.
And then it'll be Unloaded Media. We're going to be starting that show with Rich, me, Gunpowder. It'll be our first episode on Saturday.
First episode.
Saturday at 9:30 Eastern. So that's 8:30 Central and whatever time Mountain. So be on the lookout for that. If you haven't subscribed already, go to Unloaded Media on YouTube and subscribe so that way you can hopefully get some kind of notification eventually about it.
It's crazy, but I hope everybody has a great day, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.